What's going on, Sports Plug Nation? It's your boy, and we talking about celebs. Celebs, actors, musicians, artists, their goal is all to entertain us. And athletes definitely entertain us all the time. But some celebrities start off doing other things like sports before they make it in their own industry. And many celebrities start their career off as sports stars before shifting into acting or music or whatever their craft is. But because they know how to entertain, that success transfers later in life. Some stars found their way after suffering injuries, while some other stars actually planned it the whole time. Some played sports in college, some just in high school, while some really made it to the big leagues. But one thing they all have in common is that they were pretty damn good at whatever they did. So here's a look at the top celebrities that were sports stars. And I'll be back in a second. Wait, no, that's our first one, Arnold Schwarzenegger. As you can tell just from seeing him, Arnold was a pretty buff guy, and he was one of the greatest bodybuilders and fitness athletes of all time. The man won several bodybuilding titles over the course of his career, including a Mr. Universe title when he was just 20 years old. Not only that, he also won 7 Mr. Olympia titles before starring in movie films like Conan the Barbarian, The Terminator, Predator, and Total Recall. And as if conquering Hollywood and bodybuilding wasn't enough, he went on to become the governor of California, serving from 2003 to 2011. Next, we got Terry Crews. Before Crews came out on the acting scene in like Friday After the Next, Expendables, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and Everybody Hates Chris, he would have had a promising football career before that, but it didn't turn out that way. He played defensive end at Western Michigan University. There, he helped the Broncos win a conference title before being drafted by the Los Angeles Rams in 1991. The 6'2", 245-pound lineman appeared in 32 games in the NFL. He played for the Rams, the Redskins, the Chargers, and the Philadelphia Eagles. Crews also spent time with the Reign Fire in the World League of American Football before fully going into acting. Talented man. Next is Vinnie Jones. Vinnie Jones's tough guy persona wasn't so much of an act. Before he got into a film career, the English actor was a hard-charging soccer player who played for nearly a decade. He played for Chelsea, Leeds United, Sheffield United, and Queen's Park Rangers. But he's mostly known for his time with Wimbledon, and he did play in over 200 games for the club and was part of the Crazy Gang era, which included a 1988 FA Cup title and some of the most brash, physical play that anyone ever seen in England. Next up is Carl Weathers. Now, of course, Weathers is best known for being Apollo in the Rocky series, but that's not his only connection to sports. Weathers was a real-life athlete before moving into acting, playing linebacker at San Diego State and appearing in 8 games for the Oakland Raiders in the 1970s. Weathers, who also starred in Predator and Happy Gilmore, also spent some time in the Canadian Football League with the BC Lions. That was before putting on the boxing gloves and taking on Rocky Balboa. Talented too. Next, we got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Before Dwayne Johnson made his name in Hollywood, he was crushing people on the gridiron for the Miami Hurricanes, the U. The Rock played on the defensive line and was part of the 1991 squad that won the national title. That team also had future Hall of Famer Warren Sapp. And no, Johnson did not get drafted into the NFL, as one injury after next kept happening, but he did play in the Canadian Football League. He then leveraged that experience in his HBO series Ballers, in which he portrays an NFL player transitioning into a financial management career. And he also plays a football player in The Game Plan. And of course, football was not his only sport. Man was strong, and he became one of the WWE's greatest stars. And from that, he leveraged that professional wrestling career to propel himself into the Hollywood superstardom. That does it. Please give a thumbs up, subscribe by the bell if you're new, appreciate the view, and as always, thank you for watching.